That's nice.
Ready? Call the meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do we have any additions to or deletions from the board agenda?
I have none, Madam President.
Well, we'll quickly get to the best part of the meeting. First, I'd like to say happy birthday to the superintendent. Does anyone want to sing a solo or no? Okay, we'll get to the good part then. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
We have the Student of the Month recognition for February, and we are going to start with the Dowagiac Middle School.
Not sure if I see my student here tonight. It's Liliana Gray. I'll be calling her up if she's here. If not, we're going to just go over kind of what we're going to be giving out to each of our students tonight. Each student will receive a certificate on behalf of the Board of Education that has the student's name and this month, the Student of the Month for February of this year. And on the certificate, it states that the school board, administration, and staff appreciate your academic performance and mentoring of fellow students. And it's signed by both Superintendent Juan and myself and all of our building principals. So we're going to pass this out to all students. And in addition to that, they'll each be getting a t-shirt with their name on the back and on the front. It has our district logo, and it says Chieftain Student of the Month. So we'll be passing that out to each of our students here tonight. But I would like to start off the evening here. Again, my name is Dr. Whiteman. I'm the principal at Dowagiac Middle School. Introducing our Student of the Month, and her name is Liliana Gray. And Liliana is an 8th grade student here at Dowagiac Middle School. She is the daughter of Evie Gardner and Chris Gray. She has one older sister, Michaela, who is attending DePaul University, and also she has 2 brothers, Garen and Alex. She also said that they have a pet dog named Hobie. He's a pit bull and lab mix. Liliana says what she likes most about Dowagiac Middle School is her teachers. She says the teachers here are very caring and want to make sure that all students do well. She also said Dowagiac does a really good job of finding teachers who are passionate about what they are doing in the classroom. Liliana stated that you can really tell they enjoy what they do with the way in which they help students learn. Her favorite classes are art and science, and she especially enjoys science because of Mrs. Cummings. Liliana was nominated by Mrs. Vandenheed, our social studies teacher here at DMS. Mrs. Vandenheed had this to say about her nominee. I'm so impressed with Liliana. She is a very mature young lady who is focused on her goals. Liliana is a conscientious student who is doing very well in all of her classes. She is also kind and polite to all of her classmates and teachers and other adults in the building. Even though Liliana is a bit shy, I've watched her reach out to her other students in the classroom and to provide them extra help if they need it. Liliana and her parents should be very proud of her. She's quite a young leader. In her spare time, Liliana enjoys drawing realistic pictures. Her favorite mediums are charcoal and graphite. She also enjoys reading and writing fantasy novels. A couple of her favorite series that she enjoys reading are Maximum Ride by James Patterson and the Divergent series by Veronica Roth. Liliana also loves listening to a variety of music genres, including R&B and classical. When asked if she had any advice to give other students interested in wanting to become a Chieftain Student of the Month, Liliana had this to say. Everything revolves around hard work and motivation. If you believe you can't do something, you don't know if you can be able to do it or not, but if you make your mind up, you will be able to accomplish your goals. To offset this problem, you just need to keep working hard and have a positive mindset. On behalf of the staff and students at Dowagiac Middle School, we would like to congratulate Liliana for being selected for our February 2021 Student of the Month. Thank you.
Next, we have Sister Lakes.
Good evening. I'm Ryan Zielel, the administrator at Sister Lakes Elementary, and I have the honor and privilege to introduce you to Christian Mendoza, a first grader at Sister Lakes, who is doing a phenomenal job here in Miss Irish's class. So I'm going to let her tell you all about Christian.
Hi, everybody. Good evening. This is one of my favorite things to do, and I had some tough choices this time because I have such a wonderful class. But Christian is a very deserving nominee. I'll just tell you a little bit about him first. He's in first grade, and his parents are Salvador Mendoza and Guadalupe. And he has also a younger brother and sister who I've heard a lot about as the year has gone on. So when school first started and we were distanced, Christian was always on our Google Meets and getting his work done, which is, I really appreciate that. From parents had to be supportive to make that happen. It was not easy, but he was always there. And then when I got to meet him face to face, he just continued to be a wonderful student in class. So Christian does a beautiful job in math. That's one of his favorite subjects, and he always volunteers and has learned a lot in that area. And he's also become a really wonderful reader, so I'm very proud of him in that area. And outside of the classroom, he's always a good friend to everybody, follows the rules. He's the first one to offer help when we need help, and so family's happy for you. So for all of those reasons, I'm very proud to have him be our Student of the Month at Sister Lakes, and the rest of our staff would say the same. He's happy little guy and always a smile on his face, and it's always wonderful to see that every single day. So congratulations, Christian.
We're going to go ahead and walk from the board right here.
Like, what do we do? Thank you. Next, we have the Union High School.
Okay. I have the privilege of Miss Angel Lear. She has been nominated by Mrs. Benassi and myself as February Student of the Month. She is the daughter of Tracy Lear and Levi Williams, which her fan club right there, with her grandma and her cousin, who is also a senior in another district. Angel is an extremely hard worker. Education doesn't come easy for her, but she strives and works hard and perseveres through everything. She's overcome many challenges and will be able to graduate in June with her high school diploma. I'm getting choked up, Angel. Her teachers, there was overwhelmingly support throughout the whole high school. All teachers really are proud of her. There's hardly an assignment that, she doesn't miss at all. I'll get a text, I'll get an email. She's up on her studies. She participated in my work-based learning program that we had kind of coordinated with Borges Ascension Lee for the last 2 years, but due to COVID, that was cut. But she was going to be in that program again. But now she's working at McDonald's, so she's doing full-time school and a job. What else? Her strong work ethic, desire to learn, and her unrelenting ability to never give up make her the perfect candidate for Student of the Month. Congratulations, Angel. We're proud of you. Here's your t-shirt.
Thank you. Now we have Justice Gage.
Good evening, Brian Henry, principal of Justice Gage Elementary, and I'm here with our first grade teacher, Deborah Wagner. So we are introducing our February Student of the Month, Evan Sawasto, and Mom Iris out in the crowd. And I'll have Mrs. Wagner talk about all the wonderful things about Evan.
Evan comes to school each day with a smile on his face. He is always ready to learn and enjoys participating in learning. Not only are adults noticing Evan's can-do attitude, I asked all the students in my class why they thought Evan was the first grade student of the month, and they expressed, Evan always raises his hand. Evan is always nice. Evan always listens and follows directions. Evan always says nice words. Evan is always a hero. I asked Evan what his dreams are for the future, and he answered that he would like to be a cop so he can save people and a soccer player so he can get trophies. Congratulations, Evan, Justice Gage's March Student of the Month.
One more thing I'd like to add about Evan. His favorite subject is math, and he's also very awesome in math as he scored a 95th percentile on our math NWA test. So congratulations, Evan Sawasto. And then here's your shirt. Congratulations, Evan. Let's go right now here. Just wave high. We're going to give him fake fist bumps. Congrats, Evan.
Thank you. Next, we have Patrick Hamilton.
Good evening. My name is Miss Robinson. I am the principal at Patrick Hamilton Elementary, and I have the privilege and honor of introducing Jayla Runyon, our first grade student of the month, and her teacher, Miss Sarah Eastman, who nominated her. Jayla is accompanied tonight by her father and mother, Jonathan and Angela Runyon, and her sister, Alyssa.
All right. Just like Mrs. Irish, I have a great class this year, but it was really hard to pick a student. But Jayla she shines every day when she comes to school. She's always smiling, very happy to be at school. And she's a very hard worker and always tried to do her best. Even when we had the challenge of being online, Jayla was right up for the challenge, ready to learn, and like there at every single meeting and on time. She sometimes got there before I did. She loves to help others and is always someone I can trust and depend on. She's always willing to help other people, especially if we have someone new in the class, and show them around the school. And not afraid to give people reminders, too. Jayla's favorite thing about school is learning and playing with her friends at recess. And I asked her what her favorite subject is math, and she's working really hard to be a good reader, too. Her favorite special is music with Mrs. Ekman. She's always excited to be at school and a very great role model for her class. Congratulations, Jayla.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Kathy Stone, principal at Kinchell Elementary. I have the honor of presenting tonight Skylar Lindsay, and Skylar was nominated by her teacher, Miss Allison Karish, and she's going to tell us about Skylar.
All right, so Skylar is a first grader in my class, and as others have said, it was hard choosing because I do have a wonderful class. But Skylar was, well, let me tell you about her parents first. So her mother, Kayla Okonski, and her father, Mike Lindsay, are both here with her tonight, as well as her twin brother, Taylor. She also has an older sister, Sophia, who I don't think is here tonight. A fun fact about Skylar is that she and Taylor were born on Valentine's Day. So, Skylar was chosen to be Student of the Month because she always comes to school ready to work and learn. When I look across the classroom looking for those eyes who are engaged, I always see Skylar's eyes. She's always ready and she's always on task. She's always willing to try new things and put forth her best effort even when something is hard. She's also an excellent friend to her peers and can always be counted on to help her friends in a respectful way. Her favorite subject in school is reading. She's shown amazing growth in reading and math, and that's not by accident. That's because she works so hard and she always has a positive attitude. Even if the work is not challenging enough, she'll let me know so I can get her some more challenging work so that she can really expand. After school, Skylar likes to play with her stuffed animals and play outside, especially in the wonderful spring weather that we had last week. So this is Skylar, and we're so proud to have her here at Kinchelo.
So here's your certificate. Let me grab your shirt when we walk by.
No. Pictures. Okay, at this time, we'll take a 10-minute break. All of our Student of the Months can meet out, just right outside the doors there, so we can get pictures for the newspaper, and then we'll resume in 10 minutes if you would like to come back. We are back. We don't have any correspondence, correct?
No correspondence.
Thank you. Hearing of citizens? None. Next, we have informational items. Finance report with Stacy.
Real quick, from my perspective, we just had our second big, well, not big, but a second group of our teachers have received their second shot. We are now have 144 of our staff, not just teachers, but our staff, of the 174 now have their second. The remaining of that group should be done this coming Saturday, and that's really good news. And one very important piece of information for the board, top 10 dinner, we, with the new guidelines we have from the state, would be next month before the board meeting. So we're going to get you more logistics, more information, but we believe that we're going to be able to actually host an event for the top 10 students and parents with the board. We will be doing it in-house, at least location-wise, and so we'll get you more details. But please keep that April 19th on your calendar, not just for the board meeting, but also for dinner beforehand.
Good. Thank you.
172 have had first shots. We have 144 right now. It's what Suzanne told me, that have received their second. The remainders of those should be done this coming Saturday or within the next week.
Does she have a member of our staff, and I understand that, I'm okay with that, that aren't going to take that?
Well, we know we've had some that are still waiting for their first shot, and we've had some that we believe have had it through other organizations, so we don't have a full, we don't have a full tally, no.
Yeah.
No. But what we do believe is that those who wanted it, and then some who changed their mind and do want it, are in the process or very close to. So it's good from that perspective.
So, one other thing. Are they talking, still, do you feel what you're hearing that we will have the students vaccinated by fall?
What we're hearing is that more and more, it's much more accessible, and will students have an opportunity before next fall? Yes, I believe they will.
Good.
I believe it's possible that they'll have access potentially this summer.
Yeah, right, by fall. Good, thank you.
And that's my short and sweet.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Next on the consent agenda. Can we get a motion?
I, Ruth Osra, make a motion to approve the consent agenda, A through D, as listed. Thank you.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Next, under new business, we have graduation requirement waiver approval. Can we get a motion?
I, Ron Jones, make the motion to approve, as recommended by the superintendent, the waiver of the required state testing as a graduation requirement for the class of 2021.
Support.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Next, we reconfirm the COVID-19 plan. Need a motion?
Yep. I, Terry Groth, make the motion to reconfirm the Georgia Union Schools COVID-19 learning plan, which provides for in-person instruction, a virtual academy, and when needed, distance learning for all students, including student support for ELL, special education, and other special population programs.
Support.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
And last, we have the Strategic Planning Services proposal from the MASB. Need approval?
I, Bern Brewer, make the motion to accept the proposal from the MASB for the Strategic Planning Services.
Support.
Yes.
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 There's no other business. We can make a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned.